In 1922, an entire family was murdered on a remote German farm, but what investigators discovered afterward made the case even more terrifying, because the killer may have stayed inside the house for days after the murders. The farm was called Hinterkaifeck. It sat alone in the Bavarian countryside, surrounded by forests and empty fields, far from nearby towns, far from help. Days before the murders, the family's father noticed strange footprints in the snow leading toward the farm. But there was something disturbing about them. There were no footprints leading back out. Soon after, family members claimed they heard footsteps in the attic at night. But every time they searched, they found nothing. Then strange things started happening around the farm. House keys disappeared. Unfamiliar newspapers appeared inside the home. And someone seemed to be watching the family from the woods. Then, on the night of March 31st, 1922, someone lured members of the family, one by one, into the barn and brutally murdered them in the cold darkness of the barn. The killer used a farming tool called a mattock. One by one, the victims were attacked in the darkness, including children. But the most disturbing part came afterward, because investigators discovered the killer apparently remained on the farm for several days after the murders. Neighbors later reported smoke still rising from the chimney. The farm animals had been fed. Meals appeared to have been prepared, as if someone was still living inside the house with the bodies. Police investigated countless suspects, neighbors, workers, even family acquaintances. But every lead eventually collapsed, and the murderer was never identified. Some believe the killer had been secretly hiding on the farm long before the murders happened, watching the family, waiting, listening from the attic at night. More than 100 years later, the Hinterkaifeck murders remain one of the most terrifying unsolved crimes in history, because somewhere inside that isolated farmhouse, a killer may have been hiding in the dark the entire time.